Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. It's the end of the day almost, and we are about to go on our anniversary date. And so before we left, I thought I would get on here and talk to you a little bit about the Join the Joy Challenge Day 18, as well as doing our anniversary video that we do every year. It's so exciting. It's like a birthday. It's almost like I don't know, I look back at 31 years on this very day, and it's really weird to think that it's been 31 years since we've been married or whatever. And I look back at all the accomplishments that we have done and a lot of the failures. And I love to get on here to tell people because we have a lot of you coming on, and yes, it's really awesome to be married this long, and you can look at that and think that everything is so perfect. And so every year I do my anniversary video that basically talks about how imperfect we are. And so it's almost like a tradition to talk about that, because a lot of times people, whenever we do these videos and we have these awesome pictures and we have this awesome Facebook page with, a beautiful family and things that always look like everything is under control and everything is perfect. And so I love to get on here and always talk about, on my anniversary, about how things are not always as they seem on Facebook. And I can, it'd be easy to just say that 31 years has been bliss, right? And I'll be the first to say that it's not always been that way. And so those of you who think, 31 years, it's so easy, and that's so I don't know, you just make everybody always says, you just make everything look so easy with everything. And so I wanted to encourage those of you who private message me and who give us these awesome compliments. And as I look back through this whole, like I say, 31 years, and I look back and I look at the triumphs, I look at the discouragements, I look at so many things, from all these years of what we have to go through, right? And there's so many, I guess, as I look through the years, and I like I say, I wish I could say, life has been so bliss, and it's been to the contrary. There's just been so many different things in our life, in our marriage, and having all of these things in our life. And so I wanted to encourage you to continue to go forward, whether it's in your marriage or whether it's in your business or whether it's in your relationships, that when things get hard and when things don't go your way, you don't just give up. It's really easy to give up when things are hard, and it's really easy to stay in something when it's really easy, right? And so it's whenever you are basically being seasoned, whenever, like I say, even though I've been married for 31 years, I can't tell you that every single moment has been so perfect. In fact, it's just the opposite. There's just been so many things, but I look back at those times of whenever things have been hard, and then that is what has made us stronger in so many ways. And so, when, I guess the saying where they talk about when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And, that is exactly how I feel, because I look back at all of this and I think that, it's not always easy. And a lot of times whenever we are in a relationship, and when things get hard, maybe something doesn't go the way that we want it to, or when it's right or whatever, then we just say, you know what, I'm going to call it quits. I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to do this anymore. It's too hard, right? And those are the times when you have to tell yourself that I have to try harder. I have to be better. Maybe it's me who has to change. Maybe it's some, I remember when we first got married, one of the people that they married us said to me, you know, right now everything is so blissful. You know, you're getting married, everything's perfect, you're in love and all this stuff. And he said, but whenever you are in your marriage, he said, times are going to get hard, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be tough. And he said, one of the things that you have to do, and this has stuck with me, is basically look at yourself first, you know, before you try and think that you have to change the other person, your spouse or your boyfriend or whatever it is that you're in. Before you say, you know, they need to change, you need to look at yourself first. And that's what they told us when we got married. They said, try and look at yourself first and change whatever it is, whether it's pride, whether it's trying to be right. Sometimes it's so easy to basically just give up on something because it's just easier, you know, it's just easier to say, well, I'm right on this, and therefore, you know, I'm just going to, you know, call this quits or whatever. And so, you know, I'm the first to say that, you know, there's like I say, you know, there's so many hardships as you're going through your life, right? You go through school, you have babies, you have hardships, financial hardships, you have business, you know, failures, you have a lot of things that are failures, right? And many times in our marriage, or if you're not married, you know, it's a relationship or whatever it is that you're going through, it's really easy, like I say, to call it quits whenever it's hard, right? But it's the times that are hard that whenever you stick with it and you try and work it out is whenever you come out stronger. And so I wanted to encourage you today on my anniversary, and for those who always think that my life is perfect, you know, I'm here to tell you that it's not always perfect, and that we have very many hardships on a daily basis. And so it's those hardships whenever you stay in something, in a relationship or whatever, whenever it's hard, you know, and then you work it through and you try and just, I don't know, I guess you just try to be better and try and realize, to take away your pride and realize that, you know, as you're going through these different hard things, that's what's going to make you stronger. And I can honestly say, as I look back on everything, that is what has made our marriage stronger, is, you know, those hard times. And we've had a lot of hard times. We've had many times where, you know, we had to basically try to figure out how to agree on how to even raise our kids. I have 8 kids, you know, he came from a family of 14. I had a family of 3. I wasn't raised this way. He was raised that way. It was meeting in the middle and trying to figure it out. And so I relate that not just to marriage, but just into our life in general, you know, where when things get hard, we want to quit. And so I wanted to encourage you that whatever it is that you're going through, you know, whether it's your business or whether it's, you know, maybe it's a health challenge that you are trying to, you know, get better in. I don't know. All of us have hardships. All of us do. And all of us have it to where we feel like other people's lives are way better and, you know, more perfect than us, especially on Facebook, you know. So this is a video for you today on my anniversary. I do this every year to encourage you and to realize that life is 13. What's 13, Angela? Did I put 13? 16 moves. So, you know, I guess I'm just encouraging you that, like, you know, whenever life is hard and whatever it is, to keep on going and to try and find the solutions, you know, and sometimes it's not meant to be, I guess, to fix, right? So you do the best that you can. All right, so we're about to go on our anniversary date, but day 18 of the Join the Joy Challenge is, I have a special place in my heart for the elderly. And you know, our kids used to be in the, you know, take violin, and they would take all these different singing and stuff, and we would go to the nursing homes and we would sing during Christmas, and we would spend, yes, Angela, yes, he is a second of 13, actually. They have 13 kids. And so one of the things that for the challenge that I love is, you know, is the nursing homes. When my kids would play the violin or they would sing, we would go to these nursing homes. And so I challenge you today on day 18 of the Join the Joy Challenge. For those of you who are coming on and don't know what that is, you can go to jointhejoychallenge.com, and there are, days 1 through 17. It's just a challenge of goodness that we're doing, and you can join and spread goodness. And there's also a share button at the bottom of this video. You can share it so that not only am I doing this, not only are you doing this, but you can encourage others to do it as well. So that is a video for you, an anniversary video for you, to encourage you to realize that there's nothing that's perfect, even though it looks like it on Facebook, number 1. And number 2, the Join the Joy Challenge today is to encourage you to cater to somebody in the elderly. Maybe it's in the nursing home, maybe it's somebody in your family, that you can take the time to call, play bingo with them, make them smile, write them a letter, go and help them, whatever it is, just go visit them. In the nursing homes, they get so excited when you go to their room and you just sit there and let them talk or play a game or just sing to them. I remember one year our kids sang and played their instruments, and it just brought tears to their eyes because they're just, they're so lonely. And so during this holiday season and on my anniversary, that is the challenge for today, is to do just that. So anyway, here we are. We just got back from our anniversary trip in Mexico, and I told my husband tonight, I said, we really don't have to go out to eat if you don't want to. We've been in Mexico all week. He goes, nope, we're gonna go, and we're gonna spend time. And so it's exciting. It's exciting to realize that this time, 31 years ago, at this very moment, we were having our wedding reception. So it's so crazy, right? On how time flies, and how, just like I say all day today, I was reminiscing about the last 31 years and the tears and the joys and the excitements and the frustrations and the pain and the suffering, but yet the happiness and the excitement, of 31 years, of the ups and downs, and, and learning from our mistakes. And I'm going to tell you one funny story before I let you go. When we first got married, we had maybe 2 kids, and we found this old station wagon for sale. It was such a bargain at the time. It was $400. And I remember my husband says, honey, there is a station wagon that I want to buy, and we're going to buy it. And guess what? This is going to last for forever. We're going to have this station wagon, and we're going to have all these kids, and it's going to fit all of the, the kids in the station wagon. And it was $400. And, $400 at that time when we only had 2 kids was so much money. And I mean, it's still a lot of money for even today, but back then, 25 years ago, 27 years ago was a lot. And so he bought this station wagon, and he brought it home, and he goes, honey, look, and he was so excited. He goes, look at this station wagon I bought for us. And I remember the very next day it broke down. And then we left it in front of my mom's house for a while because, we didn't know what to do with it or whatever. Finally, my mom said, hey, do you think you can get that station wagon, towed off, or, whatever. And so it was a great lesson, but it's a great memory of not everything is perfect, and we learn and we grow. And we've had so many things in the last 31 years of experiences like that. We've had funny experiences. We've had scary experiences. We've had, like I say, frustrations, imperfections, more imperfections than perfections. And so I encourage you to realize that marriage takes work, relationships take work, businesses take work. Anything that's worth keeping takes work. And not every time, like I say, is it meant to be to work it out. There's just some things that are just not meant to be. But I encourage you that in whatever it is that you're doing today and in your life, that whenever it's a little bit hard, just take a step back and think, is this worth keeping? And if so, do whatever it takes. Maybe it's your pride. Maybe it's just, giving up too soon, right? And so, Angela, yes, kids take so much work. It's, 8 kids. And, as I'm taking care of these grandkids nowadays, I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know how I had 8 kids. I'm just like, this is so hard. Just chasing them and holding them. In fact, my back hurts today. I had one of our grandsons today, and he's not feeling very well, so he wanted me to hold him. And anyway, I'm just laughing about how, there's so many different ways of just getting older. And so anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for all the happy anniversary wishes. We are going to go to Texas de Brazil and get a great dinner on our anniversary. And I wanted to say a quick hello to you. I wanted to give you the Join the Joy Challenge of day 18. And I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you're doing this challenge. I hope that you guys are feeling the goodness of what it can do for yourself and the joy and the happiness that it's bringing to other people. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the anniversary wishes. It's been a crazy 31 years, but I'm still here, and I'm still, working on it just like everybody else in their marriage and their relationship or in their business or whatever you're doing. So anyway, take care, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your evening. And I hope that if you are, just joining the challenge, go look at the jointojoychallenge.com. You can opt in. You can get days 1 through 17 and see all the awesome things that we are and have done. And so take care, bring goodness into the world, and happy anniversary to some of my other friends who also have their anniversary today. So you guys take care. I will talk to you guys soon.